Pokéstache. Something's been on my mind this week. I've noticed that a bunch of my friends collect a lot of different types of Pokemon, and it seems like everyone has their own favorite card to collect. And I was curious about what you guys like to collect. But I feel kind of weird just asking y'all that question without showing you what I like. So without further ado, this is Mrs. Pokéstache personal stash. These are cards that my husband, the professor, may also like, but for the most part, they're like my weird, quirky ones that don't necessarily fit into our bigger collection. And I like to have my own binder to kind of look through because I'm special. Or at least we like to pretend I am. So here's my binder. I picked this out off of the Pokemon Center. They were having like a binder sale. They had this one and a few other ones. I think it was around like 30 bucks or something, but I actually really like it. It's got all the trainers from Scarlet and Violet, and they're just so cute. Anyway, you'll find that a lot of my collection is just because I thought it was cute. But first off, Ditto. Ditto is one of my favorite Pokemon to collect. I absolutely love Ditto. I like that it can be kind of anything. That's like one of the things I really like about this particular Pokemon. This is not blank waiting for something. For some reason, this particular spot didn't nail down. I didn't feel safe putting a card into it. So I've got my Pokemon Go Ditto. There is one under here, so I'm told I'm not tearing it. I don't want to tear it. This is what it looks like when you rip the sticker off. I like this one. I did hear there is a Numel version of that. I have not found it yet. I'm looking for it. So if you see me at a card show and you know there's the Numel that doesn't have the Ditto taken off of it already, let me know. I want that card. So here's my Dittos. I've got 2 pages of it. I've got my Karate Ditto and such from our friend Carlos. Got another Pokemon Go Ditto. I have this Ditto, which is the prize pack Ditto. We pulled it from one of the prizes, or the professor traded for it. I don't know. We play the game with a lot of cool people, and we tend to trade these cards back and forth so we can all get our favorites out of them. So by some means or other, we either pulled it or we traded for it, but I really like this one. It's super cute and it's playable. Unknowns, again, with the Pokemon that can kind of be anything. I really like unknowns because you never know what letter you're going to get. I think they're just super cool. I've always liked them. This Altaria is out of place. I don't know how it got on this part of the binder, but I picked this one up at EOT, and I just thought, again, it's just so super cute with Dedenne and Sylveon, and they're taking bubble baths, and they're just having a great time. So that's why I like that Altaria. So these are like I said, they're just kind of random. I love this Clive because it reminds me of Animal Crossing, and that's like the game that really got me into video games when I was in high school. Kofu just looks super cool. I love Melanie. Diplin's so precious. I've got 2 of the Sprigatito and Floragato stages. I don't know. Is there one for the big cat that's name is escaping me right now? Meowscarada. Let me know because I forgot, and I'll probably forget by the end of this video to go look it up. So yeah, these are super cute. I like kind of how they are like growing up in the same scene. Palisand, if you've watched this before, you know I'm super into like trash Pokemon like Trubbish. Palisand is one of those as well. Oinkologne I got into during Scarlet and Violet. I had one that stayed with me for the entirety of the game. Her name was Miss Piggy, and she was my favorite. She stayed on my team even though she probably wasn't the best to fight with. I thought she was super cool. I also really like Sinestro as well. Chespin I just thought was neat. I'm really liking these foils. I found a couple of the older cards that have like these prints in the foils, and those make me happy. So I'm going to be adding a few more to the binder as I go along. I haven't gotten that far yet. I love my electric mice. So you'll see me digging out for Dedennes, Marils, Morpicos. I love all the little electric mice. I love Mimikyu. I found these energies in some of the professor's bulk, and I thought they were really cool. And it turns out they're actually like worth some stuff, so that's fun. I like tag teams, but not as much as the professor does. I just thought these were really cool arts, and they're Japanese, so I got to keep them in there. Mr. Mime was pretty neat. One of our friends at the local shop collects Mr. Mimes, but I'm keeping this one. Sorry, Rob. Let's see. Smeargle. Finnegan's one of my favorites. That was one of my first starters. Love her. Drampa, love Drampa. He's just so goofy looking. He makes me happy. We also are fans of Snorlax in this house. We have like a couple of stuffies of Snorlax. And this is the Marshadow that everyone freaked out about for Mega. I actually pulled this during the pre-release. And it seemed like the card value like went way up and way down. But truthfully, it doesn't really matter to me like how much it's worth because I just think it's cool and it's going to stay in my binder forever. Rotom. I love me some Rotom. This, like I said, goes right back to like Ditto. I love Pokemon that become like anything. Nick actually found me a really cool card looking through some bulk. I haven't added it yet, but it's a Rotom bike. I hadn't seen that one before. So I have like the washer machine and the really cool full art here. And then I'm trying to collect these like crackly ones. So if you know where I can get, I think there's 6 total, so I'm missing these 3. Let me know. I'm looking. And let's see what else. Oh, my Trevish. So I am on the hunt for perfect trash. So every time we go to a show, I've always got the professor checking into like these full arts to see if they're centered because I really would love like a PSA 10 of trash. That idea got into my head kind of over the summer and now I can't let go of it. So that's what I'm looking for. I do have this in a PSA 10 in the Japanese version. I don't think I have the English yet. And then this Trubbish is super cute. So it'd be nice to have him in a 10. But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal if I don't get it. You would think that's the end of my binder, but I have a special section. I truthfully didn't get into collecting Pokemon cards personally until I started seeing these vending machine cards popped up. So that's what this section is. And I can show you the one that actually started the whole trend for me was this Growlithe. It was just so precious and cute. And we were at, I want to say we were at Pokemart and I had the professor buy it for me just because I couldn't leave him because he was so precious. So these are ones that we've mostly pulled. They kind of come forward to a pack with like these sheets and they had these little cool cards like I guess to explain what the Pokemon were. I thought those were neat, so I kept them. And there's some neat trainer cards. But that would be the end of the binder. So I did save some space in case I find some other ones. So let me know. Those are the things that I like to collect. I would love to hear what you like to collect because, again, I think that collecting Pokemon cards is a super personal thing and everyone seems to have their own favorites and it truly interests me what you're into. So drop me a comment. Let me know if this is the kind of stuff you'd like me to talk about whenever I'm home alone. Anyhow, I might just, update y'all as I add some cool ones if y'all are interested in what I'm collecting. Again, I don't really collect for like price or anything like that. I just kind of collect what I like. And I think that if that's all you do, I think that's okay. But thank you guys so much for keeping me company and thanks for watching. If you're into following our channel, please give us a like and subscribe. It really helps us boost up the algorithm. We're looking to open a huge batch of Prismatic whenever we hit, I want to say like 700 followers or something. Anyway, we are moving and grooving and trying to reach out to our community. You can always find us at EOT Games, and we're branching out to a couple other LSGSs in the area. We love you guys, and the more we meet you, the more we want to dig deeper into this hobby because it is such a fun time for us. So again, talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.